Hello FPL managers and welcome back for another video. My name is Jack and today we're going over our transfer plans coming in to Double Game Week 27 as we are looking to make a couple of changes to the side. If you guys are enjoying the FPL videos, drop a like and subscribe as it really does help out the channel, and also have those notification bells turned on so you guys don't miss any future FPL videos in the build up to Double Game Week 27, plus a blank Game Week 28, Double Game Week 29, and plenty more game weeks to come for the remainder of the FPL season. So with that being said, let's jump into the video. So first of all, let's have a look at how the team got on in Game Week 26, discuss a couple of weak points in the team, and how our side is going to look for Double Game Week 27. First of all, in goals, Ramsdale couldn't produce the clean sheet there against Bournemouth. A very, very good game to watch this one, where Arsenal won 3-2. Obviously surprising to see Arsenal concede so early in this fixture. Unfortunately, Ramsdale got the minus point as well, as Arsenal did concede multiple goals to Bournemouth, which to be fair I did not see occurring. Kieran Trippier also got himself 1 point, not great for us in defence. We chose to start him over a couple of other options on our bench, even though he did have a tricky fixture in Manchester City. Newcastle couldn't provide a clean sheet in this game, and Trippier couldn't get himself an attacking return as I hoped. But regardless of that, the rest of the defence was very, very good, as Badiashile and Akanji both picked up clean sheets, and Ben White, despite not starting, which I was devastated about, came on and got himself a goal, which was absolutely massive. That really did help out our rank quite significantly, as I wasn't expecting any points from Ben White once he came on. Plus, as you can see here, we did have Andreas on the bench with 8 points, so if he just came on for 15 or so minutes and didn't produce anything, it would have been very frustrating. But he came on, got a bit more minutes, and he got himself a goal as well, which was very nice to see. His first goal for Arsenal, which was a great achievement for him. Looking to the lads in midfield, Odegaard and Rashford both blanked. There was a lot of popular captain picks that blanked this week. Haaland just got himself the 4 points. Rashford only had 2, doubled up to 4, which was the player we had on captaincy. Saka, also another popular captaincy pick. He only produced 2 points as well for Arsenal. Salah was the one that hauled this week. 21 points was absolutely massive for us. He was one of the main reasons why we had such a big rank increase and such a good score this week. Huge performance from him in Liverpool's 7-0 win. As we touched on, Haaland up top just produced the 4 points. Watkins blanked as well, which was a bit undisappointing, should I say. And Tony was very good. He was a new signing to the team this week. Got himself a goal from the penalty spot and picked up 2 bonus points as well. And in that same fixture, Andreas did get himself 8 points. So obviously frustrating we didn't have Andreas starting over the likes of Kieran Trippier, as this was a touch and go decision whether or not to play Trippier. I just think I went for Trippier just because he'd been in such good touch this season. Newcastle had a chance of getting themselves a clean sheet. And when Newcastle don't get clean sheets, Kieran Trippier always has that chance of attacking returns. Unfortunately, it didn't play out like that. But regardless, still 62 points in at Game Week 26, where the average was only sitting at around 42 or 43. So significantly above the average, which has seen us take a 300k green arrow up to 890k in the world. The rank is starting to look a little bit better, and I'm happy with how the team is set up for Double Game Week 27 as well, as we push further and further up the FPL ranks. So having a look at our team, one of the players that I was looking to get out, and I have been looking to get out for a while now, was Mahrez. We opted to keep him in this week, as Solly March was a doubt in terms of injury concerns coming to Game Week 26, who was my preferred replacement for Mahrez. We could have gone Matoma, chose not to. Unfortunately, it didn't work out very well for us, as Matoma produced 13 points and Mahrez didn't get any minutes for Manchester City. But nonetheless, he is a player that's on the chopping block this week. Now March is back to full fitness. He was the main player that I was looking to get in, just because March has slightly better underlying numbers than Matoma. And their per 90 stats are fairly similar. I believe March has 0.52 involvements per 90 compared to Matoma's 0.49. So very, very similar numbers. But I like March as he's 0.4 cheaper, quite a significantly lower ownership, 10% lower owned, which does increase the amount of differential players that I do have in the team. As obviously a lot of people are looking to get in Matoma. Maybe if we go for Solly March, that could be a huge differential that we have in our side that can increase a rank if March does outscore Matoma over the coming weeks. Obviously, there is a risk associated with that going for March over Matoma, as if Matoma does haul, we are going to be taking a significant rank decreases or rank hits. So that's a risk we're willing to take right now. I'm happy with March in the team. He was the player that I've been looking to get in for a while now. Looking at his stats as well, he's produced one more attacking return than Matoma this season. Obviously has got 800 more minutes than Matoma this year. That's why his XG and XA are significantly higher, with 5.91 and 5.54 compared to Matoma's 3.43 and 2.55. But even when you look at the per 90 stats, as I touched on, March has slightly better per 90 involvements. And I think even if it's slightly less at that point, with £0.4 million being 0.4 million pounds cheaper, he's probably still worth it. So I'm happy to have March in the team. He's a player that I'm very likely going to bring in the squad. He also has higher predicted points than Matoma. Over the coming 6 game week, he's got 8.8 predicted points in game week 27, which is also higher than Matoma this week. So very happy to bring Solly March into the team. Obviously Matoma a very good option as well. Don't want to put down Matoma as a pick. I think he's a really, really good option. But personally, I am going to look to go for Solly March. Cody Gakpo as well, another player that I'd look to replace Mahrez with. I thought I'd just touch on him as well. 4.5% ownership, coming off a big haul last week with 2 goals for Liverpool against Manchester United. Faces Bournemouth away this week and then doubles in game week 29. So Gakpo also a player that I could consider for the team. Obviously won't be my main candidate for a Mahrez replacement, but he definitely could be a midfielder that I look to get in later on in the season, especially since we do have over 5 million in the bank now. We could go Andreas up to Gakpo, really try and set up that team for double game week 29 where we use a bench boost token. I think that's probably the best week to use the bench boost. So that could definitely be a move that we look to make for now. But for me, Solly March is the main Mahrez replacement. Let's have a look at another player we're looking to get out of the side as well, and here's the potential replacements. So Manuel Akanji, another player that we are looking to move out of the team. He's been in and out of that Man City side in terms of minutes recently. Was very good for us in game week 26. Got himself a clean sheet, which was also one of the main reasons why we were able to see such a big rank increase, as Akanji does have a fairly low ownership. But I think now with the busiest schedule for Man City, plus the Champions League coming up, I think there could be some rotation and uncertainty in that Man City team. And with a couple of good fixtures coming up for some other good defensive assets right now, he's a player on the chopping block. Estupinan, a player that I've really been looking at over the last few game weeks. Haven't pulled the trigger on bringing him in now, but I think coming into double game week 27 is the right time. Leeds away, Crystal Palace at home as his double game week. A very good set of fixtures for Brighton. They've also got a good double game week in 29 as well. So despite blanking in 28, they've got a good double again in 29. So I'm happy to bring in both Brighton assets of March and Estupinan this week, as we can always free hit in game week 28 if we need to as well, as we still have that chip up the sleeve. And that was the original plan, as I was setting up the team for a free hit in game week 28. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I think getting those Brighton and Brentford assets in is the way forward. Rico Henry, as you can see here, another main pick we're looking to go for. He's got himself 2 more clean sheets than Estupinan, but 3 less assists. And I think at a similar price, Henry, another player worthwhile considering at just 3.3% ownership. Going back to Estupinan, he's got a good expected clean sheets figure of 6.1 and a pretty good XA of 2.11. And considering the minutes that he's had this season, it is a very, very good output. Obviously, Rico Henry does have a slightly higher expected clean sheets figure of 7.68 and a pretty good expected assist stat of 2.38 as well, which was ranking towards the top amongst Brighton and Brentford defenders that I was looking at. So he's definitely a player that I would be looking to get in as well. Even if Estupinan is the Akanji replacement, we do have Bueno sitting on our bench right now. He's got that hamstring injury for Wolves, so Henry could easily be another option that we bring in for Bueno, potentially for a -8 here. We only have 1 free transfer available, but I do think taking hits is worth it for Brighton and Brentford players this week, just considering how strong their fixtures are this double game week. I'm confident that both Brighton and Brentford's defence can pick up at least 1 clean sheet across their 2 fixtures in the double. Both Estupinan and Henry have the same predicted points of 7.8 as well, so they are predicted to score quite well, as if they do score around 8 points, obviously we'll easily be able to make up for the -4 hit that we do take. So I think Henry in for Bueno, Estupinan in for Akanji could also be the way forward, as well as March in for Mahrez, looking to make 3 transfers. Alexander-Arnold, another defender that I should be considering as well. Liverpool have been recording lots of clean sheets recently, now up to 7 clean sheets in the season, coming off a clean sheet last week against Manchester United. Alexander-Arnold's also provided 4 assists on the season as well, so he's got a very good XA stat there of nearly 6, perhaps a bit unlucky not to have even more assists so far this season. His team teammates not quite able to convert the chances that he's been creating. But for me, another good option as well. Despite being 7.3, as I touched on, we do have £5 million in the bank, so we can easily afford an upgrade of any other position in our defense up to Alexander-Arnold, so he's also a player worthwhile considering, and a player that I would encourage managers to get into their sides, considering the Liverpool have Bournemouth this week, a great chance for a clean sheet. Yes, they blank in 28, but then they have a good double in 29. I believe Chelsea and Man City as their two fixtures. Not the easiest in terms of a fixture standpoint. Maybe Chelsea, not too bad from a defensive perspective, as they've really struggled in front of goal in recent game weeks. Liverpool's defense in good form, and Trent also, of course, has that chance of getting forward, providing assists for his teammates as he's shown this year. And Liverpool, they've built up their expected clean sheets figure up to 6.4, which is pretty much on par with the Stupinan and nearly as good as Henry here. So I think Alexander-Arnold, another good option to consider for the teams as well. Thanks for watching today's transfer plans video for Double Game Week 27. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, drop a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, pushes the video out to more people. If you do want to see more videos like this, click the notification bell as well. There's going to be plenty more FPL videos coming up in the busy fixture schedule in the remainder of the FPL season. So make sure you stay tuned for more videos. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.